Hi all class 10 students. So today we're going to discuss on trigonometry. We'll understand the applications of trigonometry also, right, where it is used in real life. And trigonometry is basically student considered to be one of the difficult topic in 10th standard and then probably 11th and 12th also. So I have come across many students who find trigonometry as a difficult subject. Right. So what is the use of trigonometry in real life? See, basically higher mathematics, when you use trigonometry, it is used in projectile motions, used in multiple physics में इसका बहुत use होता है. Many places it's used in physics. So now why students generally fear from trigonometry? First of all, if you look at NCERT, so first two exercises I don't think so you'll find it difficult. Problem होता है third exercise के बाद से. Where you have to prove LHS equal to RHS. You don't know what to do, right? So the proving part is always difficult in trigonometry. But with proper practice and if you understand trigonometry, you will probably able to do much better in trigonometry. You don't have to fear mathematics. So I will try to explain you trigonometry कि हुआ क्या, origin कहाँ से आया, फिर what is right angle triangle and can trigonometry be used in other type of triangle? Answer is yes, दूसरे triangle में भी use होता है. तो पहले अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं कि व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ट्रिग्नोमेट्री. सो हियर ट्राई मींस 3, राइट? ट्राई मींस 3, मेट्री मींस मेजरमेंट, ये ग्रीक लेटर है, मेजरमेंट, राइट? मेजरमेंट ऑफ व्हाट? 3 मेजरमेंट मींस व्हाट? 1 मींस एक राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल में, या किसी ट्रायंगल की बात करते हैं. लेट्स टेक राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल. Measurement of sides of triangle, basically ratio of sides of triangle. So metry का मतलब measurement 3 sides. So let us consider that ABC is a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle है and angle B is 90 degree. So finding the ratio of any two side is called trigonometry. Now in this right angle triangle, this is called hypotenuse. And understand, hypotenuse will always be the greatest, the longest side in a right angle triangle. This is, if I consider this as base, then this is called perpendicular. And if I call this as perpendicular, then this will become base, can be interchanged. Hypotenuse will remain constant, right? Here, these two angles which are formed, these two are acute angles. Both are acute angles. Because in a triangle, sum of all interior angle of a triangle is always equal to 180 degree. So one is 90 and other two are acute angles. And then we have hypotenuse, which is the longest side. Now in this triangle, in this right angle triangle, what about the trigonometric functions, right? इसको higher classes में उसको function बोलते हैं.
कल आना पड़ेगा, कल आना पड़ेगा उसको.
हाँ सर,
कितना हो गया?
मैं उसको मैसेज करता हूँ.
हाँ,
yes sir.
And you are taking to about 2 o'clock will start, no? तो उसके
No problem.
how much you will get?
I'll message you, don't worry. Let him attend 2-3 classes. Don't worry. Yes sir. Sorry guys, one parent has come. Okay. So now there are some 6 trigonometric ratios. There are 6 trigonometric ratio which we need to know. So what are these 6 trigonometric ratio? First is sine. Short form is SIN, which generally students spell it as sin initially. Second is cosine, जिसको हम बोलते हैं cos. Third trigonometric ratio is tangent. Short form is tan. Fourth is cotangent, called cot. Fifth is secant, called sec. And last is cosecant. called cosec, short form. So there are 6 trigonometric ratio. We will understand that at certain places sine and cosine behave in fashion, tangent and cotangent also behave in certain fashion, secant and cosecant is also behaving in certain fashion. Lekin ye everything started from where? And when you go in 11th standard, so students will tell you, that your seniors will tell you that there are negative angles also, right? We don't know where negative angles are, right? So let's try to understand. This whole thing has originated from something called unit circle. This is for class 10th, but I'm teaching you some extra stuff here. It's called unit circle. So what is a unit circle? So unit circle means a circle whose radius is 1 unit. See, Babylonian जो थे, Babylonian was a civilization. वो लोग यूनिट सर्कल यूज करते थे, मतलब उनका जो टाइम का मेजरमेंट था वो अलग होता था हमारे से, जो करंट टाइम है. So when you'll go in 11th standard, you'll probably understand it. Now divide this circle into 4 parts, right? Where this length is nothing but 1 comma 0, this length is 0 comma 1, this length is minus 1 comma 0, sorry, this distance, this coordinate is, and this coordinate is 0 comma minus 1. So 1 unit means यहाँ से यहाँ तक 1 unit, यहाँ से यहाँ तक 1 unit. Now this is called first quadrant, this is called second quadrant, this is called third quadrant, and this is called fourth quadrant. In 10th standard, you have to study everything in first quadrant only. And in first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. So that is why you will never find out that sine theta is equal to minus 1 by root 2. ऐसा कहीं होता है क्या? Negative angle. होता है. Higher classes may will find it out. So all trigonometric ratios, that means all these trigonometric ratios are positive. Second quadrant, only sine and its reciprocal. So sine and cosec are positive. Third quadrant, tan and cot are positive, and fourth quadrant, cos and secant are positive. So, and this angle is 90 degree. So in higher classes, if I go to ask you what is the value of cos 120 degrees, see whatever is the value, right? But this will be, whatever this will be, it will be negative. Why? Because 120 means यहाँ से चालू करना है, 90 plus 20. 90 plus 30, sorry. So you'll be going in second quadrant. Second quadrant में सिर्फ ये positive रहता है. Rest everything is negative. So whatever is the value of cos 120 will be negative. ठीक है. अभी not get into that. Don't worry. Let's focus on this only. So everything you are going to study in this quadrant only is called first quadrant, right? See this 90 degree. Look at this, and this is a triangle can be formed here, right? So unit circle सब कुछ इसी में पढ़ने वाले हैं हम लोग, इसीलिए सारे ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियो 10th में they are positive in nature. So we'll go to 11th standard, थोड़ा और डिटेल में इसको पढ़ेंगे. अभी के लिए इतना ही काफी है कि यूनिट सर्कल से ही सब कुछ बनता है. Now what is sine, cos, all these 6 trigonometric ratio gives you a relation between this. तो उसके पहले एक और चीज कि when I'm considering any particular angle, let's say if I'm considering this angle, right, this angle, and if this angle is, let's say, theta, right, theta means I can write angle C also, or I can mark this angle as some theta. So if I'm considering any angle theta, acute angle theta, side opposite to theta is written as opposite. Remember, opposite is also called perpendicular. It is also called perpendicular. And the side which contain angle theta, so one is definitely hypotenuse, and one of the side which contain angle theta is called adjacent, also called base. Adjacent or base. Now, as I told you, there are 6 trigonometric ratio. First is sine. In this case, if I ask you what is sine theta, sine theta. So sine is a relation between adjacent and hypotenuse. कैसे? तो So sine is nothing but opposite, not adjacent, opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite, this opposite is also called perpendicular. Perpendicular, and hypotenuse is hypotenuse only. Then we have cos theta. इसी ट्रायंगल में if I ask you what is cos theta, अब देखो मैं ये एंगल ले रहा हूं cos theta. So cos theta will be adjacent upon hypotenuse. And what adjacent is also called? Base. So this is base. Right. And what is tan theta then? So I have to remember these three because other three are pretty easy. So tan theta is what? So tan theta is, can you tell me what is tan theta? This is opposite over adjacent. Opposite means perpendicular, short form में लिख देता हूं, upon base. So remember these 6 trigonometric ratio which we have, 3 and other 3 are exactly opposite, means reciprocal of each other. So reciprocal of sine is called cosec theta. For this triangle, if I ask you what is cosec theta, so cosec theta is hypotenuse over opposite. If I ask you cos theta, so reciprocal of cos theta is secant theta. Secant theta is hypotenuse over adjacent. छोटा हो जाता है. And then last trigonometric ratio is cot. So here it is cot theta. So cot theta is adjacent over opposite. So these are 6 trigonometric ratio, and these 6 trigonometric ratio you should remember it. Agar other 3 you don't want to remember, you can remember these 3 and then remember that what are the reciprocal of sine, cos and tan. तो बाकी सब तीनों हो जाएगा. अभी एक चीज और देखते हैं, राइट. अभी ये शायद तुमको कोई बताया नहीं है 10th स्टैंडर्ड में. शुड नो दिस. ओके. इफ आई वांट टू रिमेंबर, ऐसे यहीं लिख देता हूं. तो पे अटेंशन ऑल ऑफ यू. अगर मुझे लगता है यार कि मुझे तो साइन, कॉस और टेन याद नहीं रहता है, पॉसिबिलिटी भूल जाते हैं. सो हाउ टू रिमेंबर साइन, कॉस एंड टेन. तो साइन, कॉस और टेन, मतलब इन केस इस थीटा, तो साइन, कॉस एंड टेन को कैसे याद रखना है? तो दिस इज कॉल्ड पंडित बद्री प्रसाद हर हर बोले. Pandit Badri Prasad har bole. So this is how we can remember that sine is nothing but perpendicular upon hypotenuse. I told you perpendicular is also called opposite upon hypotenuse. Cos is called base upon hypotenuse. Adjacent is also called base upon hypotenuse. And tan is called opposite upon perpendicular, means opposite upon adjacent. So perpendicular upon base. The first 3, remaining 3 will be ulta. Another way of remembering this, अब ये थोड़ा है गड़बड़, लेकिन पाकिस्तान भूखा प्यासा, हिंदुस्तान हरा भरा. तो दिस इज अनदर वे ऑफ रिमेम्बरिंग इट. सो जैसे भी आपको अच्छा लगता है, यू कैन रिमेम्बर इट. इसमें कोई पाकिस्तान वाला बुरा ना मान जाए कि हमको क्यों बोला. इंडिया का बना ही नहीं पाएगा क्योंकि इंडिया में यहाँ आई दिख ही नहीं रहा. इसको हिंदुस्तान दिख जाएगा, लेकिन देखते हैं क्या बनाता है वो. हमारे पास जवाब तो है ही. ओके. अगर ये समझ आया बेटा तो आगे बढ़ते हैं, राइट. इसी क्वेश्चन में आगे बढ़ते हैं. इसके क्वेश्चंस को, हाउ टू टैकल दीज क्वेश्चंस ऑफ ट्रिग्नोमेट्री. वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू टेल यू अबाउट दिस. वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू टेल यू अबाउट दिस ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शन, कि साइन का वैल्यू 1 से बड़ा हो ही नहीं सकता कभी। क्यों नहीं हो सकता साइन का वैल्यू 1 से बड़ा? आई टेल यू। देखो, in this right angle triangle, this is 90 degree and whatever, this is theta or this is theta. This is called opposite, right? This is adjacent and this is hypotenuse. ये सबसे बड़ी साइड होती है। सपोज ये 3 है, ये 4 है, तो ये 5 है। और एक ट्रायंगल बनाते हैं जिसमें ये 5 है, ये 12 है, ये 13 है। साइन क्या होता है बेटा? साइन होता है दिस अपॉन दिस, राइट? और दिस अपॉन दिस। तो अगर मैं 3/5 लूंगा तो 3/5 1 से बड़ा होगा ही नहीं। 5/13 लूंगा तो 1 से बड़ा होगा ही नहीं। तो ये साइड अपॉन बड़ी साइड, मतलब स्मॉल साइड, बिकॉज दिस इज स्मॉलर, दिस इज ऑल्सो स्मॉलर देन हाइपोटेन्यूज, नीचे हाइपोटेन्यूज। तो स्मॉल अपॉन बिगर, हाइपोटेन्यूज मतलब ये बिगर साइड है, बिगेस्ट है बेसिकली। स्मॉल अपॉन बिगेस्ट, ये तो हमेशा लेस देन 1 ही रहेगा। तो साइन थीटा का जो भी एंगल निकालोगे, राइट, ऐसे साइन 60, साइन 45, साइन 90, साइन 120, वो होगा तो 1 से ही छोटा बेटा, लेस देन 1 ही होगा। साइन 90 1 होता है। वाई साइन 90 is 1? That I'll teach you in the next class when we are going to take up the questions on this. Thank you so much.